What else do we need to do? We need to use this moment to become ungovernable. I love that phrase. My sister, Rosa Clemente, 2008 Green Party vice presidential candidate, she talks about the politics of ungovernability. Let's be clear. Let's stop saying that the system is broken. The system is not broken. It is working exactly as it was designed to work. And so what we need to do in this moment is to learn how to not make that system work. We have a moral and ethical obligation to make sure that things don't work. It's not about fixing the broken institutions. It's about understanding that the institutions themselves are fundamentally functioning as they should, and our job is to make sure it doesn't work that way. Right? What Sally Yates did, I love that act, right? In some ways, it was an act of ungovernability. He said, actually, nah, it's not going to go down like that. If this is the law, I have a moral obligation to say, nope, can't go with that. And that's what we have in this moment as we move forward. We have to be willing to be ungovernable and understand that and stand with that. That the government and the judiciary may control the courts, but the people still control the streets. This is a moment about becoming ungovernable. This is also a moment where we need to stop confusing the symptoms of the disease with the disease itself. Let's be really clear. A doctor cannot heal a disease until the disease is first diagnosed. Donald Trump and the current iteration of his peons, whether it be Steve Bannon or whoever else, are not the disease. They are symptoms of the disease. If I got any black church folk in here, I don't want to get too churchy. But sometimes you got to use religious metaphors for its pedagogical value. So that's all it's about. I'm not making religious statements here, but just using it for its pedagogical value. And one of the scriptures that have great pedagogical value for me is Ephesians 6:12, right? That the struggle, our struggle, is not against flesh and blood, but against what? Powers and principalities. The principality of unchecked male privilege, the principality of white privilege, the principality of xenophobia, the principality of corporate greed. Our struggle is not against Jeff Sessions or Donald Trump or Betsy DeVos or the Republican Party or the Democratic Party or any particular man or entity. Our struggle is against the underlying powers and principalities that continue to give those institutions leverage and rise. And so in this moment, what we need to do is build a movement against those powers and principalities. It can't be against Donald Trump. Donald Trump is too small. I'm more interested in getting rid of and abolishing the epidemic of white male heteropatriarchy. Period. This is about powers and principalities. This is also about understanding that we were never meant to survive, y'all. Harvard was not meant for you. Let's be clear. Harvard don't want a Negro with a Black Boy Magic t-shirt who didn't wear a shirt and tie, who came in here with jeans in front of the Kennedy School. We were never meant to survive. You need to know that. I know that might make people somewhat uncomfortable. I'm here to make you uncomfortable. You need to know you weren't meant to be here and you weren't meant to survive. We weren't meant to survive the Middle Passage or Jim Crow or James Crow or Proposition 209, and we can go down the list. We weren't meant to survive, but we've been surviving and we're here. And we weren't meant to survive Donald Trump, but we're going to survive that too. We weren't meant to survive. And so all that means we need to get to work. And we can't wait. The question, I love the theme of this conference, why we can't wait. We can't wait because the powers that be are not waiting to roll back on our gains. That's why we can't wait. We can't wait because the people of Baltimore are still living in a police state, a permanent police state. That's why we can't wait. We can't wait because the children of Flint, Michigan are still waiting for clean water. That's why we can't wait. We can't wait because in 2017, a black trans woman or trans woman of color's life expectancy is age 35. That's a moral disgrace. That can't wait. We can't wait because even as we speak, the unqualified Secretary of Education, who is the second most unqualified person in Washington, the first is in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The unqualified Secretary of Education is working tooth and nail to accelerate our school-to-prison pipeline. That can't wait. Okay? We can't wait because right now black girls and black women are going missing in Washington, D.C. at an alarming rate, and nobody seems to give a damn, and nobody wants to launch an investigation into that. That can't wait. Why we can't wait? We can't wait because there is a lunatic in the White House, and we don't know what he's going to do next. That can't wait. That's why we can't wait.